What is going on, everyone? This is Nero again, and today I have for you some M16 gameplay, this time on Call of Duty Black Ops on the map Cracked, playing some ground war domination. And I'm going to throw a couple Semtexes up here to start and pick up one kill, and get an assist with the other. Actually, no, I got a kill and assist and then another kill with it. Always love I can't even speak today, guys. Warlord. Warlord is an amazing perk when you're playing Black Ops. The whole 2 attachments thing's amazing. I usually run either a red dot or a silencer, and then I use Warlord for dual mags. If you use dual mags, I mean, a lot of you know, some of you may not know though. If you're going to be using dual mags, it does give you a little bit of extra ammo, which is completely besides the point in this video, because I'm using Scavenger Pro. Like, I wasn't thinking when I set up this class. I'm so used to having Flak Jacket on as my first perk that instinctively I put Warlord and dual mag. Warlord with a red dot and dual mag on, even though I had Scavenger on. That basically made the dual mag worthless. I mean, every other reload is kind of fast, like the reload I just did. It makes it a little bit faster, but it would not, it's not a big deal. It would have benefited more from having maybe extended mags on or something like that, because I'm already using Scavenger Pro, which while you're using the M16, it's more of a stick pack style weapon. You want to pick up a lot of kills farther distances, and this guy just gets pistol whipped trying to come at me with a Scorpion. But now I have a Scorpion secondary. I feel like I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 at this point. Oh, excuse me, guys. Coca-Cola's coming back on me. Just got back from McDonald's, actually. But what we're going to be talking to you, fine ladies and mostly gentlemen, because actually if you look at my subscriber analysis, like an analytics thing on YouTube, 9% of my subscribers are female, so what's up to all my female hoes. So today we're using the M16 right in Black Ops, and the whole point of this video, like, I want to make a whole video discussing this, like a whole topic, was to discuss the downfall, the rise and fall of the M16 in Call of Duty. Now we're going to be taking it back a little bit. The first M16 introduced to the Call of Duty series was the COD 4, the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare M16. And in that game, it was a ridiculously good weapon. Any map, any range. If you were to use steady aim on your M16 while you're playing COD 4, that thing was amazing even close range. Like, you could use that thing on shipment. I actually used to use it on shipment. Just because if you know the right lines of sight, you can kind of spawn kill people in domination, like literally, like as they pop up, and like all you gotta do is spray. And then it's also beastly for hardcore mode. I mean, well, hardcore mode, even Modern Warfare 3, I think M16 is actually a really good gun. But we're gonna be talking about the Modern Warfare 3 M16 pretty shortly. But yeah, COD 4 M16 was like ridiculously amazing, right? It was amazing. It was a really good M16. And then come Modern Warfare 2. It wasn't as good as it was in COD 4. I mean, it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Modern Warfare 2 M16 is pretty good. And for those of you who've actually played Modern Warfare 2 and haven't had the pleasure and or privilege to play COD 4, you'd think the M16 was still a pretty good gun. But the M16 in Modern Warfare 2 was not exactly as good as the COD 4 one. Even though if you put on the holographic sight in Modern Warfare 2, the M16 actually had an accuracy boost, which actually made it a really good gun, which is why when I'm stuttering all over today, guys. When we played game battles in Modern Warfare 2, a lot of times you caught me, I was either rushing, with a UMP or an MP5 or something like that, or a P90. Actually, yeah, Marathon Lightweight P90 was my submachine gun class, and then M16 with holographic was my assault rifle class. And that's like basically all I used when we were to play game battles or do any kind of competitive match. Like, let's say we have a really competitive public match against really good people, like Search and Destroy, Domination, things like that. The M16 would come out. And just because I'm not comfortable with the guns, I was comfortable with it since COD 4. The Modern Warfare 2 one's not as good as COD 4, but it was okay. It wasn't bad. And then after Modern Warfare 2's M16 came the Black Ops M16, which again, it got another downgrade. In order, COD 4 was the best, and then Modern Warfare 2's was second best, then Black Ops is third best. Like, it's slowly going down, if you guys see what I mean. The M16 in this game, it's not as consistent with one burst kills compared to COD 4. The COD 4 M16 would get one burst like across the map all the time. It was just this amazing gun. But right there, see, it took 2 bursts the guy. I was shooting him in the chest from 3 feet away. And I actually hip fired this guy and get 1 burst on him. I think I got 1 burst on him. I couldn't really tell. When I do my commentaries, I'm watching the video in theater, or not in theater, but in Sony Vegas, so it's kind of laggy just a little bit. It's not like 100% accurate, my video screen quality anyway. But yeah, the Black Ops M16 was like a downgrade. Like, during Black Ops' run, like, I still use the gun, don't get me wrong, but when I use it, I'm like, why is the M16 this bad? Which, just because I'm so comfortable with the gun, I didn't care. And just because, you know, the gun, the M16 is actually one of the most iconic guns like in the history of the world, guys. A lot of the guns you see today, like the modern weapons, are kind of built off, you know, characteristics from the M16, which has been around since the 60s. I'm not sure the exact day it was created, but it was a while. I mean, it was first introduced basically in Vietnam. I mean, that's how old this gun is. But if you actually, for those of you longtime fans of mine, you'll remember I used to post game battles matches of Black Ops, and I would use the M16 pretty frequently in those game battles matches, just because it's a smart gun. I mean, the G11 in this game, obviously it's better, but, you know, I like the M16. I use it. I mean, I just love this gun. The whole customizable red dot, I use a triangle red dot. I mean, it doesn't really particularly help, but, you know, I think at longer ranges it kind of does help, but look at these people just getting picked off. Then back to the rise and fall of the M16, and then you get the Modern Warfare 3 M16, which is the worst M16 in the series, guys. It is so bad. There's honestly like nothing worse than the Modern Warfare 3 M16. It's almost never a one burst. The fire rate is like next to garbage. It just sways a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good gun in Modern Warfare 3. And I'm wondering. Oh, look at them dogs go. I'm wondering as to why the M16 has progressively gotten worse. So you guys, am I the only one that's noticed this? Or, you know, is there any other M16 fans out there who are just like, why is the M16 constantly getting worse? Like, this is a good gameplay, guys. This is a 75-4 gameplay. I mean, obviously, like, Nero, you're camping. Look at you. You haven't left this 3 story. If you want to do good on this map, well, actually, you know, you guys know I can rush. Are you serious? I posted a gameplay of the Spaz where I got 80 kills on this map. You guys know I can rush. But that's just not how you play the M16 on this map. You want to play the M16 basically in general. You're not going to run around like a tool. And I should have died by that guy. Like I was a moron. I ended up knifing him. But if you want to do well with the M16, you have to play like it's an M16, okay? In my 80, what was the final score of that game? It was 80-7 on this same map when I was running around with the Spaz. The reason that I was running around with the Spaz, why? Because it's a Spaz. That's what you do. It's a shotgun. You need to get close range to them. You need to bring the fight to them. M16 is not a close range weapon. I will get pooped on by submachine guns, shotguns, and full auto assault rifles. When you're using the M16, you gotta stick back, play smart, and learn the map. And that's what I've done. I mean, maybe that's half the reason I actually like the M16. I don't know. The fact that you have to play smarter when you're using it. I mean, you can't half-ass an M16, especially in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3. You have to really pay attention when you're using it and be smart while doing it. So maybe that's why I like the M16. I'm not sure, but you know, like I just stated, I mean, I've been going on almost 8 minutes about how the COD 4 one was number 1, obviously. Then the Modern Warfare 2 M16 is number 2, and then the Black Ops M16 is number 3. Then the Modern Warfare 3 one is the worst one at number 4. And if you notice that those are all in order, so the M16 has progressively gotten worse. Now it could be assumed, I guess, that the COD 4 M16 was just way overpowered. That could be the case, but I don't think that's the case because even Modern Warfare 2's M16 is still better than any other M16 in the series. And then if you were to argue, the Modern Warfare 2 M16 was also overpowered, then you would say, okay, well then the Black Ops M16 is the best one in the series. But even then, Modern Warfare 3's M16 is like bad. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me why they're progressively making the game worse. We're not sure. I almost like dropped my headset there. I'm not sure what the next Call of Duty is actually going to be. You guys may know. I'm not 100% positive, but I did hear that Activision bought the domain name or the claims or the rights to the name Black Ops 2. So we can probably assume that the Black Ops or the next series in the Call of Duty will be well, obviously it's gonna be a Treyarch game, but there's a big possibility that it's gonna be Black Ops 2. And I'm wondering what they're gonna do with the M16 in Black Ops 2. I mean, obviously if it's gonna be like the Black Ops series again, they're gonna feature some same weapons from Call of Duty Black Ops, like the original one, right? It's the same way that Modern Warfare 3 features guns that were featured in COD 4. I mean, the same way, because they're all set in the same time frame, if that makes sense. COD 4 and Modern Warfare 3 are like, I forget, they're like only a couple years apart in terms of the storyline. So, obviously they're going to be featuring, I mean, obviously the graphics are going to upgrade every game, or at least to some extent, and then they're going to get a little bit better, and then look at that guy, taking over my spot. But they're eventually going to be, eventually Xboxes, we're gonna be running out of available ways to upgrade the graphics. I mean, eventually it's going to come to the point where we're going to need a new console if we want to upgrade the graphics, because the graphics are getting ridiculous, and Call of Duty games are getting ridiculous in video games in general. But I guess that's enough about my rant on the M16. I mean, it's not really a rant, I was just informing you, discussing. I would just like an open discussion in the comment section about the M16 and possibly your favorite guns in the Call of Duty series. In terms of favorite guns, ooh, that's actually tough. 74U, definitely my favorite submachine gun. I loved it in COD 4 and I loved it in Black Ops. I'm disappointed that Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 do not include it. Even though if you played the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, the 74U was in there and it's amazingly awesome. Like, I have no idea why they wouldn't put that in the multiplayer, but you know, whatever. But in terms of favorite guns, I would say the 74U and the M16 are my two favorite guns. So what are your guys' favorite guns? If you guys can answer that for me in the comment section below. And if you actually look, we were facing a clan, or at least I was facing a clan on the other team, but I still dropped 75 kills. And but yeah, what was your guys' favorite guns, and what do you think about the M16? If you believe the M16, you know, should get buffed, do you think 3-round bursts are overpowered and stupid, or you know, what are your thoughts, opinions? I would just like to know that. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and have a wonderful day, guys.